Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what those countless stars truly are? Have you asked yourself how they are born, how they live, and how they eventually die? Are they eternal flames, or fragile lives written across the canvas of the universe? What mysteries lie within their light, and what secrets hide in their silence? Every twinkle you see is a story billions of years in the making. The stars are not just distant lights. They are the creators of worlds and the origin of us all. This is the story of the birth and the death of stars. Stars are the beating hearts of the universe. They illuminate galaxies and seed them with the elements of life. Their story begins in cold, dark clouds of gas and dust, drifting silently through space. Within these vast regions, gravity patiently gathers material, pulling atoms closer and closer. This slow collapse marks the earliest stage of stellar birth, hidden from telescopes by thick veils of cosmic dust. Though invisible at first, a newborn star is forming deep within, preparing to ignite. The tale of stars is both creation and destruction, a cycle that endlessly shapes the cosmos. Their lives remind us that even the brightest lights are destined to fade. Molecular clouds, often called stellar nurseries, are the cradles where stars are born. These clouds are massive, stretching light years across, containing mostly hydrogen. Gravity acts unevenly, causing dense clumps to form within. These pockets grow heavier as more gas and dust fall inward. Eventually, the pressure and density at the center become extreme, trapping heat. Giving birth to a protostar, the protostar is not yet shining through fusion, but it glows faintly from the heat of collapse. This quiet stage signals a star's journey has begun, though much more must happen before true starlight bursts forth. As the protostar contracts, its core grows hotter and denser. When the temperature reaches 10 million degrees Celsius, a dramatic transformation begins. Nuclear fusion ignites. Hydrogen atoms fuse into helium, releasing tremendous energy. This moment marks the true birth of a star. A balance forms between gravity pulling inward and radiation pushing outward. The star stabilizes and shines steadily. This stage is called the main sequence, where stars spend most of their lives, from our sun to distant giants. Stars burn hydrogen with remarkable consistency. They shape galaxies and power planetary systems with their endless light. A star's mass determines nearly everything about its destiny. Small stars, called red dwarfs, burn slowly and live for trillions of years. Massive blue giants blaze fiercely, lasting only a few million. Stars like our sun live for about 10 billion years. Mass decides brightness, size, color, and ultimate fate. A massive star ends in violence, while a small one dies quietly. This diversity makes the universe rich and dynamic. Each twinkling point in the night sky tells a story of how long it has burned and how it will one day fade. During the main sequence, a star maintains a perfect balance. Gravity tries to crush it inward, while fusion pushes outward with radiant force. This harmony allows stars to shine steadily for billions of years. Hydrogen fuses into helium, releasing light and warmth. For planets like Earth, this steady output makes life possible. Our sun is currently in this stage, quietly burning hydrogen at its core. It provides the warmth, the light, and the energy that sustain oceans, ecosystems, and the fragile web of life. Without this balance, life as we know it could never exist. But nothing lasts forever. As stars age, their fuel runs low. When hydrogen in the core is nearly gone, fusion slows. Gravity takes over, compressing the core. The outer layers expand dramatically, transforming the star into a red giant. For massive stars, the swelling creates a supergiant. The core contracts and heats up, allowing new fusion reactions. Elements like carbon and oxygen begin to form. These will one day become crucial for planets, for oceans, for life itself. Stars are not just lights in the sky, they are the forges of creation. For medium stars like our sun, the red giant phase is striking. The star swells hundreds of times its size, perhaps swallowing nearby planets. The core shrinks while the outer layers drift away. Fusion of helium into carbon continues for a time, but eventually, even that ends. the star sheds its layers into space, forming a glowing planetary nebula. These shells of gas, illuminated by the dying core, are among the most beautiful sights in astronomy. They are the graceful farewell of a star that burned faithfully for billions of years. For massive stars, the ending is far more dramatic. As a supergiant, its core becomes a furnace of layers. Carbon, oxygen, silicon, each burns in turn. At last, iron forms. But iron cannot release energy through fusion. When iron dominates the core, the star can no longer hold itself. In a split second, the core collapses violently. A titanic blast erupts, a supernova. This explosion shines brighter than an entire galaxy, scattering elements into space. In that moment, a giant dies. But the universe itself is enriched forever. Supernovae are both endings and beginnings. They destroy stars, but they seed the cosmos with new materials. Gold, uranium, even iodine in our bodies are forged in these fiery deaths. The explosion hurls matter outward. Mixing with interstellar gas, new stars form from this debris, carrying the legacy of the old. Galaxies themselves are sculpted by this cycle of death and rebirth. Without supernovae, there would be no rocky planets, no oceans, no DNA. Every breath we take carries the story of a star that once died, so we could live. Stars like our sun die more quietly. After the planetary nebula drifts away, the core remains. This remnant becomes a white dwarf, small in size, yet incredibly dense. It holds the mass of a sun in a sphere the size of Earth. Though no longer fusing fuel, it glows faintly from stored heat. Slowly, it cools over billions of years. One day, it will become a black dwarf, a cold ember of a once radiant star. But the universe is still too young for black dwarfs to exist. White dwarfs remind us that even in silence, stars leave behind eternal witnesses of time. The most massive stars leave stranger remnants. When a supernova collapses to about 2 solar masses, it becomes a neutron star. These objects are mind-bendingly dense. A teaspoon of neutron star matter would weigh billions of tons. Some spin rapidly, sending beams of light across space. We call them pulsars. Others create magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. They are cosmic laboratories, where physics is pushed to its absolute limits. Neutron stars are reminders of how extreme the universe can be, and how much we still do not understand. But if the star is heavier still, gravity crushes even neutrons. The collapse continues into a black hole, a place where not even light escapes. Here, space and time themselves are warped. Anything too close is swallowed forever. Yet black holes are not just destroyers. They shape galaxies, generate powerful jets, and fuel cosmic evolution. Though terrifying, they are natural products of stellar death. From the heart of giant stars to the edges of space, black holes stand as mysteries we may never fully grasp. The life and death of stars are parts of a continuous cycle. Clouds collapse into stars. Stars shine and die, and their remnants enrich space. Over eons, this recycling builds complexity. Galaxies form, planets emerge, life takes root. Our very existence depends on this cycle. The carbon in our cells, the oxygen we breathe, the iron in our blood, all were forged in a star. Carl Sagan said it best, "We are made of star stuff." The death of ancient stars made us possible. We are the universe, remembering itself. Stars are storytellers of time. Their births light the darkness. Their lives sustain worlds. Their deaths sow creation. Each star is a chapter in the universe's vast book. When we gaze at the night sky, we see echoes of ancient lives. Some still burning, some long gone. The cycle of stars reminds us of impermanence and renewal. Just as stars fade, so too will everything we know, only to return in new forms. In their brilliance and silence, stars whisper the poetry of existence, and in their story, we find our own. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay inspired and keep going forward.